So yeah, like going back to, you know, your music at university, how are you finding it, man? So far, has it turned out to be exactly what you thought it was gonna be? That's what I should have said, to be fair, at the beginning. I went, but yeah, go on.
Right. Yeah, so this course, what I'm doing, so far this term we would focus on like different different like job roles within the music industry, how the music industry is now compared to the past, you know, stuff like that. And yeah, it's to really understand um why the way the things are, you know, like for example, why is it so competitive? Why is it so hard for some artists to trust their labels? You know, with labels, you know, especially major labels, they control your work. You can't
All
get
like that.
you can't
Majority of your assets. Yeah.
anything like you can't get you don't have rights. Like it's like if you want to do like an album, but they give you like a deadline, you have to get this done, let's say within 2 months, but you probably need more time on it. It's a lot of pressure. And for example, I know it's about me, but I want to bring up Ray. So Ray used to be in the label, and it didn't work for her because apparently, you know, things were being controlled. She couldn't get her own way, so she's become an independent artist. So the label I'm with the indie label, and with the indie label, they mainly focus on your areas of your music career, your development as an artist, as opposed to your work. So that's what I like. Yeah, and going back to what I learned at uni, I've also got to learn about, you know, a little bit about the history of the, you know, of the industry and how it all started and stuff like that.
So more like business between
business
and history. Yeah,
definitely.
That's good.
Yeah.
And from what you've learned, like from what you've learned so far, yeah, has this kind of put you off like maybe signing a major deal one day?
That's what I'm considering, because I think with a major deal, I think you get more opportunities than you would with an indie label, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And how is it for you, like, you see, like, in terms of, like, you know, like making friends who are on the same wavelength as you, like music-wise and life-wise, like, how like, do you find it easy, like, making certain friends, either, like, again, like, normal friends or, like, friends who actually do similar things that you do?
Yeah. I just made one friend from uni. She does music as well, so we get on. And then and I have a friend who I go to youth club with. She also does music. Yeah.
Yeah. Random question: do you have you ever been back home before?
Back to Ghana.
Ghana, yeah.
Yes.
And how was that?
I went back in 2018, and it was so lovely. I went to Accra, the capital.
Accra.
Yeah, Accra.
I'm fucking up the name, mama.
It's
Accra.
Accra.
Okay.
Yeah.
I said Accra.
You
Sorry.
said in the East African accent.
Yeah, okay.
Ugandan way.
Yeah.
The roll of the tongue.
Yeah.
Come on. Yeah. So yeah, Accra was lit, yeah?
Yeah. It was lit. It was like peaceful. I think the neighbours were family orientated. But to be honest, I would get some stares because, you know, they know that, you know, I'm different. I have an accent. And when you have an accent, it's like you don't speak like the locals. And especially like when I'm trying to speak the local language, Tree, it's like it didn't come out naturally.
Yes, you're considered like a bit too English.
Yeah, too English, too British.
Too foreign.
I was, but you know, I didn't really care. But yeah, it was good.
It's like, how's your family like?
Oh yeah, so like my family, I have half of them living in Accra, and I have some of them living in like different parts of London.
Mm-hmm.
It's a long story, but I'm very close with my cousin on my mum's side, and like she's someone who I talk to if I'm having like ups and downs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, that's really, absolutely, really, really good, man.
That family support.
Yeah, that family support. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And you know, like I've also something random that I want to speak to you about as well. Yeah, you see when you write your music as well. Yeah, because obviously, like I feel like music is like, you see when you make music, for example, you're an artist, yeah, and you've got like a pen and a paper, yeah, and you think of something or whatever and you write it and you develop it, and then you take it into studio and you record it. Again, in my imagination, crazy imagination, I feel like it's like magic. It's like creating magic. Something, you don't want to say, it's like creating something out of your mind, you put it onto paper, whatever, and you literally go to record it, and it becomes something, especially if people really, you know, start proper liking the song and really messing with it. So like your writing process, like how is your writing process like? Do you have like different ways of writing, or you've got a particular way? Because some people have got a particular way and others have got How's your writing? Yeah, how's your writing process like?
With my writing, so like I would listen to a beat, and then I try to like sound like try to write, like maybe I might write a line and then make sure it rhymes, and then I try to like think of a story that I'm gonna write about. So yeah.
And you see, when it comes to like writing different songs or whatever, do you like, does some songs take you longer than others, or are you one of them people that once you're on it, it's like it just all flows out? Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like how does it work for you? It
takes me a while.
Yeah. Okay. And quickly, even going back to uni, I want to say, you see university, like when you finish this course, do you have any plans of maybe going back and maybe studying something else? The only reason why I asked randomly, because I don't know why, you give me that vibe of somebody who would probably go back and try to do something else in uni or along those lines. I might be wrong, obviously, but have you thought about that? Like when you finish this music course, maybe doing something else within university again?
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good question. So after uni, my plan is to do an internship, so possibly at Sony Music.
Okay.
Yeah.
Some music?
Yeah.
Okay.
I currently work part-time as a retail professional, but within 2 years' time, when I leave that job, I want to like get into like full-time music.
With the music.
Yeah.
You want to be around
and make more connections. Yeah.
Yeah.
I also want to like start like working with some big artists. But at the moment I work with artists who are also like emerging, is that the word?
Yeah, up and coming artists.
To work my way up basically.
Yeah. Okay.
Building that connection.
Yeah, building those networks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You said, before we move on to something I want to also speak to you about, you said something earlier that kind of stuck in my head as well, about like, because I'll be honest with you, sometimes maybe it's the day I'm having or whatever. Sometimes I like to be on a positive side, to try to see the positive out of certain things. Sometimes, innit? Because I'm only human, innit? So I remember when you said something, but just lingering in my head, you said something about, like, obviously, I think music in terms of like, is it a black community or certain black people in terms of not wanting to support each other, whatnot? There's no support. Because I'll be honest with you, time ago, I used to think the same as well. But sometimes I like to give certain people or certain like situations the benefit of the doubt, meaning maybe certain things change or get better and whatnot. So for you, like in your reality, in your personal journey, would you say you're still definitely experiencing that like certain people are a little bit, like they don't really want to work together, whatnot?
Yeah,
what do you think is that? Do you think it's a disease or like a mental health issue? Because it's you get what I'm saying? Like,
I get what you mean. It could be mental health. It could be lots of different reasons, and just remember, it's not about you; it's on them. So
that's
and they're not willing to give you a chance. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely, man.
I once remembered another example. So I met this rapper called Abigail Asante. she did a duo with Ivory and Doll. You've heard of them?
Yeah, the name sounds familiar though.
They were quite popular back then.
Yeah.
They're not together anymore, and I wanted her support, so follow and support me. And she said, "Oh, I don't follow people who I don't know," and I was like, "Okay, you're not comfortable with it, that's fine." But actually, she doesn't mean it. I see her. She follows like big artists, but maybe you've not met them before.
Of course, I'm
not gonna get into it too much, obviously.
Of course.
But yeah, this is just an example.
Yeah.
But yeah, she would give me like advice on like how I can better like develop my brands as an artist, especially through social media. Yeah.
And even one thing that I use for myself, so I'm not telling nobody in this room to do what I do, but one thing I do for myself is in a spiritual way to protect my energies. I try to basically like take, like what we said earlier, take certain people's like like rejection or whatever, like personal. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Because I feel like for me, years and years ago, I used to waste a lot of energy and a lot of time overthinking about certain things, overthinking about certain things. But now, like I say, honestly, that even though this always sounds fucked up, but it's the truth, nobody owes us anything whatsoever. Even though it would be nice in a proper perfect world, like for us to work with other people, to collaborate, but realistically, even though things should be like that, but nobody owes us shit. So like what I try to do is, like I said earlier, if I get any funny energies from anyone or any rejection or whatever, honestly, I just don't take that shit personal. I just take a deep breath and I say, you know what, I just try to look for little ways of just doing my thing, innit? You get what I'm trying to say? Because like we said, the journey must continue. We must find different ways to still pursue what we're doing. Because think about it, if we keep on like overthinking about these people saying no, what that person thinks, or what that person don't fuck with me, spiritually, this is all energy that we're wasting. You understand? This is all energy we're wasting.
You're wasting it.
Exactly. Rather than man, again, like I said, nothing's perfect in my reality, but sometimes after years of just like going through certain things and realizing this is not helping me, like to save my energy, that's what I do, man. Like
and apart from that, I would like network with with other artists who are on a similar level to me, especially at the Little Mike events in September, and the events that Makida would organise as well. So that's been great. I was lucky enough to meet another artist. She's big. She's from the US.
Oh, nice.
A fellow black woman. I went to see her perform. I think it's called the Lower Third. Her name's Maya the Dawn, and like I was feeling her energy. Like she's so sexy. She's like glowing. You know what I mean?
That aura, like that presence when she.
That empowerment, and then when I got to meet and greet her, we just started following each other. So I would say that's like one of the achievements that I've made. Yeah.
No, that's good, because we've been to open mics before. Sometimes, some of the people there,
it's hit and miss.
It's a hit.
Just in general, as developing yourself as a human being, like what is one of the main things that you're still working on in terms of like developing yourself as a person?
I would say working on like better with my lyric writing.
Your lyrics.
Yes.
More on the craft.
More craft. It's,
the writing's actually really important.
Of course.
It's actually a really good skill to have.
Thank you.
Because as a musician, I could imagine, obviously we just listen to music, but like what people say, if your pen game is good, it's like that'll get you places, isn't it? You get what I'm trying to say? That's why even like you've got people who, they're not really music artists necessarily, but they're just behind the closed doors just writing songs, like ghostwriters, songwriters. But why? Because the pen game is good. They're able to to write big hits for big people. They're eating, we don't really know them, they're peaceful, and they're good, you get me? So yeah, like developing your pen game, your writing skills, I could really, really fuck with that, you get me?
Definitely.
Like, if I could make your wish come true, this sounds so booky. If I could make your wish come true, yeah, like music-wise, yeah, like randomly, just off on top of your head, yeah, give us 3 people, yeah, from all over the world, alive. You know, people say dead or alive. No. When people are dead, that's silly anyway. Alive though, yeah. 3 music artists that you would love to collaborate with. Imagine if I had like, I could make your wish come true. Which 3 artists that you would love to collaborate with? Any artist around the world, 3.
Okay.
Give us 3.
So the artist who I would love to work with is Miss Banks.
Yeah.
So, artist based in the UK. I also would like to work with what other artists? Abigail Santi. And the artist from the US, Maya the Don.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Maya the Don.
Yeah.
But no love for the mandem.
That's a serious name, bro.
Yeah.
So what? No love for the mandem. No male artist.
Should I? Okay.
You know, it's no good.
I'm
thinking, where did
I know
what?
you said 3, but
Yeah. No, I'm joking with you.
you're joking.
Yeah. Not joking.
I really I listen to male. I do listen to male artists as well. I'm starting to like. He was previously known as One Asen.
You want Asen?
Yeah, but I like Asen's music.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And I honestly feel like because I really liked his music. I felt like he was really, really good.
Yeah.
Obviously, in future, he's definitely one of the people that the more we grow in years to come, he's definitely one of the people I want to sit down with to proper sit down and really find out what really happened, because he had some good success, even Living My Best Life with Hadi Caprio, or something like that. He had quite a few tunes. Yeah, exactly. He had quite, like, he was actually unique in his own lane, in the UK, in his own lane. And yeah, man. And obviously, I could say, either the UK let him down, or like the music industry or whatever, but that would be just speculating, isn't it? Like, until we sit down with him and proper find out certain things. Because I feel like this is what the Red Chair, and obviously moving forward, the more we develop as a platform, these kind of conversations are really, really needed. Because I feel like I said earlier, some people get some of these people on their platforms and they don't really ask them certain questions. But big up on Nathan, and I hope he can start releasing new music soon, because he's been a little bit quiet as well. He dropped songs here and there, but
he dropped a song recently called Shake and Return of the Mac.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Those songs.
Yeah.